Hello everyone, so today in this video we'll go through another problem from LeetCode. The problem name is decode ways. So let's go with the problem statement first. It states that a message contains letters from A to Z can be encoded into numbers using the following message. So it means that you are given some string and the message is encoded in the format of a string that is all numbers. So as you can see, the input is like all numbers 1 2 or like 2 to 6. Now you can encode a message in this such that 1 can be mapped to A, 2 can be mapped to B, and like 26 is mapped to Z, and so on. But there can be multiple ways you can decode the total input string. What I mean by this is, let us take a string. Let us say that you have a letter 23. Now 23 can be mapped to, if 26 is Z, then 3 back X, X, Y, Z. So X. So 23 is mapped to X as well. But you can also map 23 as, you can say that this is B and this is C. This can also be mapped to BC. So why? As you can see, because I can only take 2 as B and like only 3 as C. So I can say that 23 can be written down as X or BC both. So what you can observe here is that if you are given a larger string, let's say you have 23, 42, 61. Now how many possible strings you can make from this input string? So you can say that okay, 23 can be written down as, like 23 can be written down as BC as well as X. Cool. Now you are on 4. Now 42 is nothing. So you can take 4 as D. So it can be written down as D and D. So if you just have a string 2, 3, 4, it can be written down as BCD or as an XD. Cool. So that's the whole problem. How many possible output decoded strings you can form with the given input. Cool. So you can take the example of 1 2. 1 2 can be written down as AB or L. Cool. So how you can come up with a solution? Now as you can see, there are, like at every point you have two possible options, like whether you can take this as a couple or you cannot take this as a couple. You can take as a single word. Cool. So now you have to always think that the couple, if you are taking a couple, then the value of the alphabet can be only up to 26. So 42 cannot be taken as a couple because this is corresponding to no particular character. I hope you're getting my point. So at every state you have to think that whether you can take a couple or not. Now also you cannot take 0 6 because 0 6 is not possible, because 6 is only a particular character. 0 6 you cannot take, it is not allowed according to the question. So first you have to think about the edge cases. If there is only 0 in the string, then it doesn't correspond to any character, so answer is 0. If there is only one character in the string, let's say 1 or 3, anything, then the answer is only 1, because if you have only one character, then it can be corresponding to only one alphabet, that A, B, or like E, anything else. So it means that the answer is only 1. How many output possible strings you can form? Only 1. Cool. Now apart from all other points, if you have like a string 0 6, or if the first character is 0, then the answer is 0 only, because you cannot form any possible strings. Why? Because 0 is in the first place. You cannot take 0 6 as the answer, and you have to take all the characters. Like you have to take all the characters. You cannot take 0 as an individual because that is not possible. You cannot take 0 6 as a whole, that is also not possible. So there is no possible answer for anything which starts with 0. So these are the some of the base conditions. Apart from that, what we can do here is that we have to take a string, move from left to right, and you have to make a DP table. Because why dynamic programming is important here? Because at every state you have two options, whether you can take the next character, you can take this as a whole string, or you cannot take, you can take just as this single character. So you have always two options, and the DP state, the DP of I, is storing the number of possible strings you can form with all numbers till I, ith point, till the ith index. Cool. So it means that if I have dp of 0 will give me how many characters I can form, or like how many strings I can form with only 2. So there is answer is only 1. How many strings I can form with 2 and 3? See, for 2 and 3, for every I can check with the previous I. If combining both 2 and 3 forms a number which is less than 26, then also I can add 26 as one option. And if 3 is not 0, like I have to check that, okay, if 3 individually, I cannot take this as a character. If 3 is between 1 and 9, okay, then I can take 3 as an individual character also. So 23 has two options. Either I can take 23 as a whole or 2 and 3 as different points. So I have to first define out the state field till 2, and then for other characters I have to find out whether I can combine it with the previous character or I can take it as a other character. If it is 29, I had the DP state till 2, like the DP still for the 0th point. I cannot combine this. So this is not added in the final option. 2 and 9 can be taken as an individual character. So 2 has some particular B and 9 is also some character. So both of them can be combined to find out the answer. And that's the logic for this problem. You have to just check at every state that whether I can take I as an individual character or I can add it with the other previous character also. So which state is possible, and then keep moving forward and fill out the DP table. So we'll understand more with the, as you can see, the coding part. We have initialized n, that is the length of the string. Then this is the vector, because the total length for the string is up to 100, I think so. 100, that's why I made a DP table of 105. Just 5 as a buffer value. You can make 101 also, no problems. Then the first DP of 0. DP of 0 means that it is just a base case. There is no element there, so it is just 1. Okay, my for loop starts from 1. So in this problem, I have taken that the first index is not 0, the first index is 1. Cool. So for the first element, s of 0, if it is 0, then the answer is 0, because I've told you. If in any case, if s of 0 is equal to 0, then the answer is obviously in 0. Else for all the cases, the answer is 1, because if it is like there is only one string of 1 or 2 or any character, then the answer is only 1. If it is 0, then the answer is 0. Then I'll do a for loop from the second index till the last index, but I've considered n also index. So we have two options, whether I can take it as a single character or I can just combine it. So taking it as a single character is this, like just s of I minus 0, because this is the ASCII character, so subtracting of 0 will give you the actual number. Or the other option can be taking the current number and adding with the previous number, multiply with 10. So if I have 2 at this point, I have to add the previous number also. So 23 I have to form. So the previous number into 10 into the current number. That will form the previous number plus current number, the total 2-digit number I can form. So for the first digit, if the first digit is greater than or equal to 1, it should not be 0. I've already told you. If it is greater than or equal to 1, like 1, 2, 3, then I can take it as an individual character. So the DP of I is incremented by the previous DP, because I've taken that character into consideration. Okay. So if I've taken this character into consideration as a single character, then this state plus the previous state. Cool. And if considering both of these elements, if both these elements combined is greater than or equal to 10 and less than 26, then only I can form a character by combining both of these characters. So if that state is also possible, then I will take I minus 2. Why? Because the current state takes both this character and the previous character. So if I've taken this state, if in the current state I have taken both of these characters, then the current DP state depends upon this two characters add the DP of I minus 2 state. Because see how many different possible options I have formed till I minus 2 plus taking this as a particular option. Cool. So this has taken as a particular option plus the number of options I have taken till now. Cool. So DP of I minus 2 is added when both of them form a particular pair, that is a valid pair. If it is not forming a valid pair, then only DP of I minus 1 is added, and then in the end just return out the DP of n, because n is storing out the total number of possible ways I can form with this particular string, and then output the answer. I hope you understand the logic and the code part for this problem. Coming down to the space complexity and time complexity, as you can see, we are making a DP table here. So O of n, time space complexity, initializing this O of 1 time, then doing a for loop. So for loop takes O of n and just returning out answer. So time complexity is O of n, space complexity is O of n as well. So I'll see you in the next one. If you still have any doubts, you can mention down. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one till I keep coding, and bye.